We have Alan in California, pronouncer he, him, who thinks you think Christianity is an atheist religion? How's that work?
Good afternoon. Yes, I believe that I'm a big fan of the show, by the way. I believe that Christianity is an atheist religion because I think, read in a materialist way, the death of Christ, or rather the crucifixion, stands for the death of God. And then Holy Spirit can be explained as just the community of believers, and there's no second coming. Resurrection happens basically in the community.
Okay, I don't mean to be insulting, but it sounds like you just made up your own bullshit, because for there to be an atheist religion, it would have to be a religion that is not based at all on any God. And you've described a religion that's based on a God that you think died, which doesn't make it an atheist religion.
Right. Well,
and also it doesn't describe Christianity, right? Because the whole point of Christianity was that Jesus didn't die. He bodily died and was resurrected and now is living again, right?
Yeah. Meanwhile, God the Father didn't die according to Christianity. So you are misrepresenting everything about normative Christian doctrine, and you are misrepresenting what an atheist religion would be by saying that it's atheist because a God died. So honestly, I don't know if you're just going to make up stuff and tell me what you think is. Why do you believe any of this?
I believe it because well, I grew up Christian and I was influenced by your show and others. I became an atheist, but I still think you have to go through Christianity to become.
No, you don't.
I could explain why.
I'm sorry, but you're not doing a good job of explaining why you believe something when you start off by saying, I still think you have to go through Christianity. You realize there are hundreds of other religions out there that people believe in and stop believing in. You don't have to go through Christianity. You go through Judaism, Islam, etc.
Yeah.
And what do you mean? Do you mean you have to go through Christianity to become an atheist?
Yeah. So the idea is, and I promise I'm not joking, but it's that in other religions you have atheists, right? Like men, people.
No. Stop.
What happens?
Stop. I'm muting you,
Alan. What happens if you have a kid and you just don't take them to any church?
But you just said in other religions you have atheists. No, you fucking don't. You have atheism and theism, and then under theism are all the different categories that get you to those religions. You are miscategorizing everything about this. Plus, there are people who are lifelong atheists. I just hosted a show with one the other day.
Yeah. No, well, I wanted to conclude at least with the second part, why I think Christianity is different, because
I don't care.
God himself,
I don't care.
Becomes an atheist.
There's no reason for you to continue with the second part when the first part is broken. It's like, if we're going to point out all the mistakes you made, you can't just say, yeah, and this isn't improv. If you got a thought, put it together, but don't just try to go on to your second point after your first one's debunked. I'm not going to cut an atheist any more slack on that than I am on a Christian. There's people on hold here who have real things to say, and you don't just get to come in and spout a bunch of bullshit, and then when you're called out on it, say, okay, well, here's my second part. Nope, not doing it. So, Michael,
I think maybe what Alan was trying to say was that there are atheists who are ex-Christian atheists. There are ex-Muslim atheists, but they have like ultimately the same God belief, right?
Perhaps. I'm not convinced that two people sitting in the same pew in the same Baptist church have the same God belief. Just really, really similar.